Here we go, ready to start the formation lap. Why can't I change the camera? There we go. Alright. Stupid PlayStation, Cody's EA garbage setting. The button wasn't working. Let's ride on board with Youngling through the formation lap. As we warm up the tires, should give us a pretty good view on the top three battling it out. So we have GSR Edgar, provisional pole. Our predicted strategy is a one-stop, soft, medium, soft, hard. Looks to be a dry race. I'm going to say soft, medium is going to be the strategy. I can't imagine anyone's going on the hards unless there's an early safety car. Maybe you'll see one there, but the soft, medium, in my opinion, and it's my stream, so I'm going to say my opinion, is that the soft, medium or the medium, soft is the way to go. Personally, I like the medium soft, especially if you're following in the back. If you're at the front, you might want to stick with the soft compound tires because there is definitely a chance of wing damage into the source and up Eau Rouge ready on the first lap while everyone's the field sorts itself out. Hopefully the guys are able to keep it clean. They have been able to most times in the past. Monaco was just like a glitch, man. One guy lost it, and it just caused a heavy pileup. We do not use ghosting in the ARL. It's just not something we do. You know, some people are like, oh, is that drops of rain? That looked like drops of rain on my screen. This could be interesting. It's going to be a light rain. I'm not going to have to go on to the inters. I guess we'll find out. It always rains at Spa. It's like you can't have a race without it. Remember last year's F1 race? They did like a couple laps under safety car and awarded like half points, I think it was. As our grid is forming up, we're about to get underway here. The round 13 ARL Division 2, Monday nights 8 p.m. East. Traction control prohibited. Corner lines, ABS allowed. That is it for assists. Controller users can use auto gears. And we do have rain. We do have some light drops of rain. Is this going to change strategy? We have green flags, and we are about ready to go. Flavius is driving tonight. We're not going to have him commentating with me. Kind of sucks, but I would have chose to drive over commentate as well. We got Kate Thomas spinning, and there you have it. We're about to start. 3, 4, 5 lights, and we are off. Edgar gets a good start, comes on the outside to close off Will, or Cake, I should say. Guys are dropping down already. We got a McLaren of Youngling, following Cake Thomas up Eau Rouge. So far, so good. Youngling on Cake Thomas up the inside. Ignacyov right on his gearbox as well. Who's going to go for a move here down through turn 8? We got yellow flags in sector 2. And Ignacyov manages to sneak by Cake Thomas as well. And another driver, who young DJ CJ, wheel to wheel with his teammate there. And we have some light drops of rain. We have yellow flags in sector 2. Looks to be Team B Racing having some issues, but he's catching back up now. Team B gets a 3-second time penalty on the opening lap for track extending. What is going on with Cake? DJ CJ goes right around him, and That's Houdini sniffing on the inside of Cake Thomas, heading into the bus stop, wheel to wheel. And Houdini gets the best of Cake. Cake not having a good start here. Down 4 positions from P3. I wonder if he picked up damage, if it's the setup. I'm not sure. Definitely not his style to be passed by people. He's usually the one doing the passing. Will Ann's chasing Edgar, gets a good launch out of Eau Rouge Ready on, goes to the outside. GSR Edgar is going to make him take the long way around here. Let's see which lines these guys decide on. GSR Edgar making that AlphaTauri as wide as possible. Downhill braking with a little bit of wet conditions. Youngling hanging out in the back just waiting for something to happen. We'll have DRS on the next lap. Looks like the guys are really struggling for some grip out there. Race Chase has left the session. Did I get it booted? Let's see if we can get Race Chase back in here. Race Chase sent him an invite, so hopefully he can get back in. And unfortunately, while I was re-inviting a player, we missed Youngling getting the better of Will Ends. Get some intervals going on here. Ignatyov sets your fastest lap. Ignatyov right on the tail of Will Ans. Ignatyov wants some points. Yellow's in sector 3 again. This looks like tricky conditions right now on the slick tires. Cake Thomas is DNF'd. No safety car yet. Oh, Will Ans just catches too much curve there. The back end steps out, but he manages to keep it together. I'm not sure if that was due to contact. Youngling has taken the lead from GSR Edgar. So a lot of position swaps right now. Youngling, your race leader. Zach Brown's pretty happy about this right now. Ambu Mason is out. That's it for Ambu Race Mason, and we're down to 18 drivers. No safety car, no VSC. I'm hoping this glitch is over. Ignatyov catches 3 seconds. That's going to hurt him in the end now. The drivers ahead of him have no penalties, obviously, as you can see on the screen. And we're a little spread out. We'll see what happens here. Edgar's going into the pits. Oh, Edgar hits the wall. Is that going to be a wing change for him? Will Ans is in. Ignatyov's in. Driver's going to the intercompound. Yellowing stays out for a lap. We'll see if that strategy pays off. Houdini stays out. VTEC stays out. UV stays out. Intercompound tires going on for the top 3 drivers. They're going to be dropped back now. What's Youngling going to do? Gunner's right on the tail of Villeneuve here. Going to catch some DRS, but it is raining. DRS is open, but he's way too far back on Villeneuve right now to make a move. Edgar on Snake. That's an easy overtake with the DRS, but it looks like he's going to have... Oh, and he's hit from behind there, it looks like. Let's see who's on what tire. So we only have 4 drivers on the intermediate tire at this point. Edgar going around the AI of Race Chase. And that's going to be a lap. Really having trouble with traction here, it looks like. What's Youngling doing? Is he coming in? He is. He's boxing. Let's see where that puts him. Team LMR going for the wet, and we have a safety car. Will Ans and GSR Edgar are out. They must have tangled at some point. And Will Ans is going to be unable to overtake the lead. I'm a terrible commentator. I'm missing all the action. We have 4 guys out of this race. Kate Thomas, Andrew Mason, GSR Edgar, and Will Ans have retired from the race. Nubentino is your race leader, but he's still sitting on the soft compound tires. So he's going to pit, which is probably going to put him in 16th? 15th? Race Chase is down a lap. He's just come in for a pit stop. This might put him right at the end. Team LMR with the wet compound tires. Is that a good move? Crackerjack just entering the pits now. He'll be able to get out in time. LMR looks like he's coming in for a pit stop to go on to the inters, I would assume. Maybe not happy with that tire compound. Juventino just wanting this safety car to pick up the pace so he can get in and pit. So it looks like Race Chase was able to get back in. UV coming in for his pit stop now. Team B is out on the safety car. Looks like he lost it through 15 there. Tricky conditions with no traction control. You definitely have to be careful on the throttle. Juventino will be moving. Oh no, we've got Race Chase in the pits as well. And LMR fall back. So this should put UV. UV's coming out in 12th. LMR is retired. And that leaves us with 14 drivers. What a mess. Crackerjack looking to catch up. Youngling has P1 once again. And we are back on. Let's get, oh, look at that move by Ignacyov. Overtakes two drivers. Vitek ends up having to go super wide there. Vitek gets passed by Houdini on the inside. And the Red Bulls are in P5 and P6. Vitek's got the better launch. Up the inside of Houdini. Nope, Houdini's later on the brakes and manages to keep it up. Vitek backs out of that one. Stinky Green Beans grabs himself 3 seconds. Vitek sitting in P5. Let's see what race we have going on here. Who's tight? Hopefully we get some dry racing in. It's a long race when it's raining. Got to be so delicate with the throttle. Short shift your way up. Look, we're riding on board with Villeneuve. Oh, goes wide. Got a lift on that turn in the wet. They picked up a warning for that one. See if Vitek gets that great launch out of Eau Rouge Radio, and again, he was picking up on Houdini last time. But Houdini looks high enough, not using his ERS. You can see his lights are flashing, he's recharging. Vitek was using his, letting Villeneuve by. Let Villeneuve take a shot at catching up to Houdini there. We have Hallberg just passed by Snake and Beans. African picks up 3 seconds for corner cutting. Goes super wide through the fast left there. Probably got a warning there for track extending as well. But Snake and Beans has made it 8 laps with Eau Rouge ready on. He said that he's going to crash out, but he's done well to keep it on the track. And we're very spread out. No tight races at this point. Youngling's got a 2.7 second lead on DJ CJ, who's up 2 seconds on Ignacyov, who's up almost 3 seconds on Houdini, who's up a second on Villeneuve, who's up at 1.5 on Vitek, and then you have Flavius, Mr. Consistency, sitting in P7, 4 seconds back. Well, we got Villeneuve kind of getting in striking zone. ERS going full send mode. Keeps the ERS on through Eau Rouge. That is ballsy as fuck. He must not have push to hold or press and hold activated. That could be disastrous. Takes a good amount of curve through 5 and 6. Flavius looks to have had an issue. Because he's dropped back now. Juventino's gotten ahead of him. Snake and Beans is hunting now. I'm thinking Flavius has some damage. These really are treacherous conditions. Race chase. Working on lap himself, stuck between 9 and 10. He had a disconnect though, which probably definitely impacted his race. Oh, Villeneuve's up 4 behind half a second on Houdini now. We might have to flip over to that battle. Ignacyov. Oh, and Snake goes into the back of Flavius. Ignacyov just pedal to the metal on the ERS, catches the slipstream on Young DJ. He's going to go the inside route. They're wheel to wheel. And Ignacyov gets it done. Licked the stamp and sent it. Ignacyov P2. Great overtake on Young DJ CJ there. Glad I could finally catch some action. Villeneuve and Houdini now. Within a couple tenths. In an interesting turn of events, Flavius is boxed for the wet compound tires. Now, was that a Jeff hookup or was that a I want the wet compound tires? Have to get to some Discord messages there. Oh, we have Artistic joining, but he's a little late to the party now. As we're following along, Villeneuve and Houdini, Ignacyov 4 seconds back on Youngling, who's cruising right now. We got Hafrican and Crackerjack shaping up to be a battle here. Let's see what happens. Oh, Crackerjack is into the wall and another DNF, and Hafrican gets the spot. Just got a tank slapper there. That's unfortunate for Crackerjack. He was running a pretty solid race there. But it happens. Race chase is out too. And we have a safety car. Stand by while we hear from our sponsors. Oh, African gets a drive-through for speeding under the pit lane. That's not going to help. That's going to drop him right to the back. And did he get a second one? Sometimes it'll give you two, and you do one, and you got to do another one. So that should be the last of the pit stops. Flavia is still on the full wets, and maybe he made a good decision. It looks pretty wet out there. I'm not really seeing much of a dry line. We'll take a look at Flavius's lap times once this race gets restarted, see if those wet compound tires are making him improve on his time here a little bit. So we saw a message for African pop up that he got to drive through. And then we flipped over to his onboard and we saw another message. So I'm curious if he got two. So once we get green flags, we're going to see if African has to come in and serve two drive-through penalties. If it does, that'll probably put him right at the back. Flavia is still the only man out there with the wet compound tires, it looks like. No, never mind. Snake and Beans and African are the only two out there with inners. Shows me how much I'm paying attention. What happens when you're not racing? I'm tired tonight. We're drinking a little bit. You know what I mean? I wanted to race tonight, but there was a lot of drivers signed up. So it's one of my favorite tracks to drive around on. I'll fake drive around on anyway. Obviously, I've never actually driven around it. Although it would be really fucking cool if I did. And yet another lap under safety car. Hopefully this will be the last one. Around 14 of 22. 9 laps remain. So we started on soft, slick tires for the most part, soft mediums, slick tires anyways. We went to inners after a couple laps, and now we are on full wets with the exception of Snake and African. And yeah, I think we're going to get the safety car in this lap. Again, we're on reduced safety car. We had the Monaco glitch last week where we could have had a pile up in one spot and everybody, there was no safety car, there's no VSC, there's nothing, just yellow flags. 3 races, not one safety car came out in Monaco. Let's ride on board with DJ CJ as the safety car is about to come in. VTEC on his tail. What happened? Where's oh? There's Villeneuve. So Villeneuve's dropped back a bit. I guess under the pit stop strategy there. We didn't see what happened there, but he was ahead of VTEC at one point. VTEC running in Q4. Ignacia has made his way up to Q2. Youngling in the lead again. Had a pretty good gap, and that was a race on a safety car. So we have 2 drivers that are not going to get a point. We'll see if African serves as. I really hope it doesn't rain here on Wednesday night for the no assist race. And we're off. Youngling and Ignacia get a good jump on young DJ CJ. Youngling gets a good jump on Ignacia. And we have Villeneuve down a spot. Juventino taking a position over him. And we're already starting to spread out. Snake and Beef, if he had some problems, he's pretty slow out of the source. Hallberg's gonna go. Looks like his wing's intact. Good driving from Hallberg there. I'm assuming African served the drive-through. Let's see if he goes in again. So Youngling's in the lead. Both the drivers behind him have a 3-second penalty. VTEC on young DJ CJ. Sorry about the yawning. Tired. Villeneuve fighting to get back on Juventino right now, about 7/10 back. We'll see what is going to be, or who's going to be battling. This looks like it's going to be shaping up to be a battle on the Kemmel Straight. both get a pretty decent launch out of the source. And he's got the ERS going again up Eau Rouge. Remind me to ask this man how he does that. In the slipstream of Juventino. Where's Juventino going to go? Youngling's going to be forced Villeneuve's going to be forced the long way around. UV on the inside. Oh, goes a little wide on braking. Villeneuve gets the inside line and takes Juventino to turn 6. Nice little battle shaping up between Villeneuve and Juventino. Gunnar Adi starting to put the pressure on Flavius. I know what African and Gunner are thinking right now. All I need is 2 more drivers to crash out. Or 1 more driver as far as Gunner's concerned. Oh, Juventino and Villeneuve trade spots again. By a lot. I wonder what happened to Villeneuve there. They were pretty tight. I wonder if a move was made during the bus stop chicane. Was it a contact or what? But they were trading places. They were within a second of each other, and now Villeneuve's back 2.6 with Hallberg right on his tail. And African has disconnected. Oh, Flavius goes too wide into turn 5. And Gunner has P10. CJ's within a second of Ignacio. Let's see if we get a position change into P2. Right on the back of Ignacio right now. Young DJ with a little bit more ERS than Ignacio has. It's going to be the traction out of this corner in the next. And Ignacio manages to stay ahead. Oh, he thinks about going up the inside of Eau Rouge. Flavius going to make him go the long way around. Yubi with the 3-second time penalty. Villeneuve's going to be working to get those 9/10 off his time there. Pick up P6. Oh, DJ CJ! No! Oh, no! And we have young DJ lost it on the fast left-hander. And then there were 11. And we have a safety car. This is going to make it interesting. Ignacyov's not liking this. He's got a 3-second penalty. Yubi's not liking this. He's got a 3-second penalty. Villeneuve coming in the box. Villeneuve on the wet 5 laps. He's going in for a stop. Wonder if he had some wing damage. Driver's coming in a box for the inners, it looks like. And our race leader, Youngling. I would think this is going to be a one-lap safety car because we're not going to end on the safety car. We're going to stop. We're going to have lap 21 and 22, 2 laps of racing. So anybody sitting with a 3-second penalty is not very happy right now. Young DJ just losing it there, was running in P3, was making up time on Ignacyov. It just shows how quickly with the no assist racing, or with the limited assist racing, I should say, in this division, how quickly it can go from like celebration to misery. Will anybody else come in for the inters? It's very questionable to me, to be honest, just from what I'm seeing on the screen here. There's not really like a dry line. It looks pretty wet. It's still raining pretty hard. I guess at this point we're just trying to see what works. So Snake's been on the inners for 6 laps and he's doing alright. He's sitting up in P7. Youngling is coming in for inters. VTech is coming in for inters. Houdini is not. He's sticking to his guns. He's staying on the wet. He's going to try and get the lead. Yubi stays out. Hallberg stays out. VTech's pitting. Snake is pitting. Not sure why Snake's pitting. VTech went on fresh wets. Must have had some wing damage. Snake is coming out on a new set of inners. I want to catch up because the safety car is going to go in this lap. Whether the field's caught up or not, I think the safety car is coming in. Excuse me. So we've got Yubi, Ignacyov, Snake, and Haffican with 3-second penalties. This is going to have a big impact on 3 of the 4 drivers as, 2 laps left. If the safety car comes in now, it's going to be pretty tough to get a 3-second gap. unless someone makes a pretty big error. And the SC is coming in. Everyone will be caught up. Youngling on fresh inters. Houdini on old wets. Which was the better decision? And we're off. Youngling gets a good jump on Houdini. Ignacyov and Vitek battling it out. Ignacyov with those 3 seconds. Oh, we've got a big collision. And that is Vitek spun around. Ignacyov gets another 3-second penalty, so he's got 6 seconds. Hallberg looking at another wicked finish of P4. If he can just keep it close to Ignacyov at this point. Houdini looks like he's got P2 locked up as long as he can keep it within 3 seconds of Newbie. Which he's definitely doing. Oh, Villeneuve and Hallberg now. Hallberg spelling another P4. Villeneuve spelling a P3. Oh, on the back straight. They're going to go side by side. Villeneuve gets the best of Hallberg there. They both go off. Ignacyov gets UV. Villeneuve gets UV. Did I speak too soon? This battle between Villeneuve and UV is going, oh, UV goes super wide, leaving some room. Naked Beans making a couple moves there on African. This is the last lap. Everyone, oh, Snake goes wide. Ignacyov on Houdini. Houdini's just trying to stay alive at this point, I'm sure. He's got more problems because Villeneuve's right behind him. If he can stay ahead of Villeneuve, he's in P2, and if Villeneuve can keep it tight, he is going to be in P3. Both Houdini and Villeneuve, no penalties. Ignacyov with 6 seconds. And Villeneuve up the inside. That's a P2 for Villeneuve right now. Villeneuve just fucking putting it in turbo mode. And Youngling is your race winner. Ignaciov's coming to finish P2 on track. But that won't stand unless we get some corner cut penalty removals happening. All of them. Villeneuve in P2, Houdini P3, Ignaciov P4, Juventino crosses P5, Hafrican crosses P6, 8. Sorry, Hallberg's in 5th. Flavius is in 6th. Juventino's in 7th. Hafrican's in 8th. Gunner's in 9th. Snake and Beans finishes P10, and VTech will be finishing in P11. As for me, that's it. Have a good one. We'll post the final standings as well. Cheers.